All right, so sentence decomposition. So let's get started. Sentence decomposition, what exactly is it? So I'm just going to highlight a couple of steps which I think people can use to decompose a sentence into into smaller parts. So step 0, or the first step, you have the raw sentence. And we have a sentence like this. I just randomly pulled this out of an article, a news article. Don't worry about characters if you can't read characters yet. I will add in Yutping romanization at appropriate times in the video. So you start off with this, okay? And so step 1 is you first of all want to split a sentence. Quick note before that, there are many ways to split a sentence. Okay, so it's not fixed. There's no one right way of doing it, and I'll explain what I mean by that later. So the first thing you can do is to highlight words that you actually know. So for example, 但, but, 舊年, last year, so it's untranslatable, but it's a fairly common grammar construct. Not, 再, any longer, 俾, give, 新車, new car, and so on and so forth. Okay. So why do you want to do that? You want to do that because you want to use these as clues to help you split a sentence into words. So there are generally, I think, 2 types of sentence splitting. Type number 1 is to split a sentence into its smallest units in terms of words. So something like this, right? And all of these are respective words. And just to get back to my previous point, we talked about there are many ways of splitting a sentence. Even with words, there are many ways of splitting. For example, this thing here, 永久免費充電, you can think of it as an entire term, like permanent free charging, or you can split them up further like this. So it just really depends on what you want to do. It's an aid to help you, so split it however you want. The second type of splitting would be at a phrase level splitting. So once you have a bit more experience reading Chinese, native speakers generally split phrases like this, and you can kind of tell just by how they stop, where they stop. Okay. All right, so step number 2, word categorization. So you can kind of categorize words in terms of what functions of a sentence they represent, fulfill. So the ones in red are generally grammar words. Everything else is pretty much just words, but you can further split them up. Excuse me. We are more concerned with these 4, okay, especially grammar words, nouns, and verbs. Adjectives and adverbs aren't the most important, but they could be important. For example, sun here is crucial. If you get rid of this, it would change the meaning of the entire sentence, as you'll see later. Okay, and in Yutping, this is how you do it. All right. Feel free to pause the video, by the way, if you want to just hone in on a specific part of it. Step number 3 would be word level translation. So you just take what you had and you just split them up, translate them word by word. And here's the translation alongside the Yutping. All right, so step number 4, you want to reorder your word so that it kind of makes sense and add things in, or maybe get rid of things so it makes sense in the target language. In this case, we've got English. Right? So I'm not going to read it out. You guys can read it yourselves. So, and then we're done. That would be essentially sentence decomposition, guys. And so revisiting this, why sentence decomposition? So we had a quick look, and we saw that in the sentence, grammar provides, in all sentences, grammar provides structure. That is to say, in other words, how phrases relate to each other. And for example, we've got these words, 但, but, 唔再, not again, 再加上, in addition, in words like these. And sometimes in Cantonese, what is grammar and what are words? It's not so clear. The line is a little bit blurry sometimes, but these clue in pretty much how sentences relate to each other. Words provide meaning, so they tell you what a sentence means. And together, they give you an expression. And grammar and words, add them together, they, when used correctly, then give you good sentences. that's why knowing a little bit of basic grammar is important. And that's it for this video. As usual, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And I will see you guys in a different video. All right, thank you for watching as usual. If you liked it, don't forget to click thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel for future updates. All right, that's it for today. Cheers.